Hi guys, this is Wave 618. So it's the 19th of March 2018 and it's currently roughly 5 to 7 in the evening GMT. Alright, so we're looking at the 4-hourly chart on Bitcoin right now, and well, in this video what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you what I expect to see from Bitcoin in the next few weeks, but also I'm going to demonstrate my entire interpretation of Bitcoin from the genesis, from where it all started. I'm going to show you my wave count, and the reason I'm going to show you that is because, as you all know, I use Elliott wave, and the Elliott wave count from the beginning is very important in order to determine how far we can expect to retrace with this downward trend that we can currently see that we're in at present. So I think it's important that we all understand where exactly we are in the grand scheme of things. So first of all, so I think it's been about 4 days since my last Bitcoin update. So as I mentioned in my last video, I'm expecting us to reach this target of Y down here. I'm expecting this whole move down to be a WXY pattern, with this being W, this being X, and then Y coming down to here. This was a rough estimate, and the way it was calculated was Y being a 0.618 extension of wave W. So if that's W and then we project a fib extension from the beginning of Y, we get a figure of around 3,276. That's the 0.618 extension of wave W. So that's an arbitrary target there. The 0.618 extension for a Y wave of W is quite a common fib extension, hence that was the prediction. But certainly it could go even lower, could come down to this 1,000 level. Very hard to say. We're going to be looking at lots of different indicators to determine the turnaround, but I do expect Bitcoin to take a hammering before it, before prices turn upwards. Now, just to break this down a little bit further, I'm expecting, again, well, with WXY, each leg is essentially two retracement patterns back to back. So this was the first one, which was an A, B, C. Yeah, that was your first retracement pattern. Then we had the X wave coming up to here. It was a failed wave. You would have expected the X to usually come higher. However, due to a weak market, it topped out here. And then we're going to see Y, which will come down in a three-legged pattern. Now, what I expect to see, I believe the first leg of this pattern has finished here in a W. I'm expecting an X that may come up to around this level. We're looking at around 9,500, something around that level, before it makes a further leg down to this 3,300 level. This is what I'm expecting to see. So just to further clarify what it's done so far, so this W wave in itself is 3 legs down, and if we just do a fib extension, you can see that the last leg is a 0.786 extension of the first leg. You can see it right there. So this is your first leg, it retraced, and then the final leg came to the 0.786 extension, and then it found support right there. So I'm expecting this again to make some kind of three-legged pattern up towards X before it comes down in quite a dramatic wave down. Another reason we got a little bit of support at this level, it's easier to see if we look on the daily chart. Let's just zoom in a little bit. The reason I want to go on the daily chart is because we're going to exclude the wicks here to explain why we found support at this level. So if we use the daily close here and do a fib retracement up to the daily close at the top, you can see, you can see that price has failed to close below this 0.786. So this is where the bulls are showing a bit of a, this is where the bulls got in essentially. Yeah, they're showing a lot of support to the market here. So using the closing prices on the daily chart, if you do a fib retracement from the low to the high. We've reached the 0.786 and price has failed to close below that level, and that's due to the bulls coming in and taking over. However, I still consider this to be a weak market. I don't see us getting much higher than this X level here, which is around the 9,500 mark. It's quite normal to see retracements, so no, I'm not thinking this is a bullish move. There will be bullish people out there who still see this as a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves up, and this has been an ABC down, and now they think we're going to enter wave 3 of 3, which is going to be really explosive and break this line. I don't see it happening. Yeah, if this is wave 3 of 3, then I'd expect to see a lot more volume, because this move is going to be epic. I just don't see that happening. I expect this to be a retracement. I expect the volume to stay similar to this, these levels here, and then it's going to make another big wave down. That's what I'm expecting. So yeah, so that so I thought that was quite interesting, the fact that it retraced to this 0.786 level, and that's why it found a bit of support at this level. There was quite a dramatic impulsive move up, however that doesn't mean much, to be honest. We often see these retracements. It's just because the bulls are obviously strong at this point, because it's their last chance to do anything, and also anyone who's bearish, the move is losing momentum just because it's already gone quite far already, and and it's due a retracement in the WXY pattern. It is due a retracement. So there's two reasons. Bulls and bears are both expecting it to come up to at least here. So that's why we've seen it move up quite dramatically here. But no, I'm not expecting this to be a major trend reversal. I'm not expecting prices to go up here at all. Okay, so that's what I'm expecting over the next few days. Price to maybe come up to around here before coming back down. Either that, or because the market's very weak, you may just see this continue to come down. However, the way I see things, it would most likely come up to here before it comes down. Now, as I said, I'm going to talk about the labeling of the waves from the Genesis. So let's go all the way to the beginning here. Now, I've got this to be a large 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves up. I'm going to explain my count in detail, and because it's 5 waves up, we're going to see a huge wave 2, and I believe it's going to come down further than this. As I say, it's going to come down to here, if not lower, to be honest. Yeah, I'm going to explain that count now. So this was our wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, this was in 2014, big crash, wave 4, and I have explained this in other videos. Wave 4 does overlap with wave 1. However, if we go on the weekly chart, I won't do that now, but yeah, if you guys just check out the weekly chart, you'll be able to see that. In fact, let me just show you. So this is the weekly chart now, and you can see wave 4 is only the wick that crosses with the wave 1 wick. The actual close, wave 1 closed here, and you can see that is lower than where wave 4 came down to if we use the closing price. Yeah, that's why I don't consider wave 4 to have overlapped with wave 1, and that's why I consider this whole move to be valid. Alright, so let's just go back on our daily chart. So here's our wave 4, and then from there onwards we had a huge wave 5, and this was really hyper extended, and I'll just show you how I broke down that wave 5. So I've got wave 5 obviously finishing at $20,000 up here. But let's break it down. So obviously the wave 5 started here after the wave 4, and we'll have to zoom in to really see it. Alright, so I've got an initial, if we break this down, we've got wave 1 of 1 coming up to here, and then it's done basically a regular flat to make wave 2, wave 3, wave 4 is a triangle. You can see that triangle A, B, C, D, E. So in fact wave 4 is up here, and then and your final leg 5. So actually that makes a wave 1 of the larger degree, and then we've got a wave 2 coming down in an ABC fashion here, and then the next leg is wave 3. So for that we've got a wave 1 running flat to make a ABC 2, and wave 3 up to here, wave 4 is an ABC, and then wave 5 comes up to here. So that was our third wave of the wave 5, and the final wave of the wave 5 can be seen like this. So this was wave 1 up to here, wave 2, wave 3, 4 and 5. It's difficult to see on this time frame, but the 4-hourly chart shows it better, but this is where wave 4 came down to before it made its final 5 waves up. So the point I'm trying to make is you can see quite a clear wave count there that shows that we've made 5 legs up right from the beginning. So this was wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and this was wave 5. I've broken the last wave 5 down, which started here. I've broken it down. I've shown you how we can fit in the whole wave count. It all looks very, very regular, and it explains this hyper extended pattern for wave 5. Now what I'm saying is we're now expecting a big retracement. So if we say it all started from around this level, do a big fib retracement up to the top. Yeah, we came down, hit the 0.618, and the 0.786 will also show a lot of support. So that's around 4,200. We can expect a lot of support at that level as well. As I say, I was looking for this target around 3,300 with Bitcoin. However, we may just see a lot of support around this 4,200 level. So let's just put a label on there. So these are the two primary targets, to be honest. First target is 4,244, and then we've got the 3,255. Yeah, but either way, price has got a long way to come down first. So yeah, I thought I'd just summarize my whole Elliott wave count right from the genesis to where we are today. Yeah, so that's my primary count so far, and we'll have to wait and see what happens. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed the content. I'll try and do more regular updates on Bitcoin. I know it's been a while, 4 days since I did my last video, which isn't great, but not much has happened since then. Obviously we've seen a bit of bullish momentum coming here, so a lot of you may maybe been wondering, is it going to go higher from here? My answer to that is no. I believe it's not going to go any higher than this 9,500 mark, roughly around that level, before it turns further down. Alright guys, so I'm going to leave it there for now. But yeah, just want to say, as usual, thank you to everyone who's shown their support. They've liked, subscribed and shared the channel. The channel's growing nicely. I want to show my appreciation for all of that. Yeah, it means a lot to me. I did make a video yesterday. It was basically explaining blockchain, which is the fundamentals around Bitcoin. And although obviously you don't have to use fundamentals, that's fine, because technical analysis incorporates fundamentals already. There's obviously a strong argument for that, so you don't actually need the fundamentals. However, fundamentals are important from a psychological perspective. At the moment, Bitcoin does not really have an established intrinsic value, so these large swings that we're seeing in price are because of that. It's largely driven by market hysteria at the moment, and in order to determine where it's going to settle in terms of its absolute value, you have to think about fundamentals to some degree. And that's why in my last video I spoke about blockchain, which is the technology that Bitcoin and every cryptocurrency uses. I've basically been praising that technology. I think it's absolutely phenomenal, and if you watch my last video, it explains how it works and who I think is behind it, which I mentioned it's the banks. That's my theory behind it anyway. I did explain my theory, so if you want to check out the video, I think you might find it interesting, but it's entirely up to you. You don't have to use fundamentals, you don't need them, and but it's just something of interest because, as I say, this could be revolutionary, blockchain, so it could be as big as the internet, to be honest. But yeah, it's worth remembering Bitcoin is to blockchain what email is to the internet. So Bitcoin is just a small segment in this revolutionary change, which is blockchain. So yeah, check out my last video on blockchain if you want to have a look at that, but that's entirely up to you. Alright guys, I'll leave it there, so take care.